Rod to the wheels fall off for everything.
Damn, that's just crazy. So much freaking noise here. It's too quiet.
That's why you love it?
Yes. To appreciate like the noises and stuff.
Oh, okay. All right. We're doing the 218 Honda Civic SI. And then of course we got Randy.
Anyway.
Yeah, so Randy.
What's up YouTube? So. Today we're doing a tutorial kind of thing going on with the CTR wing that we ended up purchasing. This is not the actual Civic Type-R wing. Civic Type-R only fits on hatchback, and guess what? We got a sedan. Sent it out to get painted. It's good to go aside from fitment, which I got to tweak with a little bit, but you know, it is what it is. We got to remove this thing. This thing has a crap ton of holes right here, so there's going to be holes all the way through here. We'll deal with it as I go. I have all our tools over here. So what you're going to need today is 10mm. That'll get the wing off. You need your screwdriver to pull off the panels, the pop rivets. You'll need a plastic panel popper in order to get the wing off. Some tape, some double-sided sticky tape. I have two different types. Red locker, a marker, and then your screws for the wing that you're going to end up using. I actually ended up having to go to our tool or specialty screws place because these are actually studs and not screws, and I'll explain that in a little bit. So we have all of that. Let's go ahead and get started. We have 10mm right here, one right in there, and then we have one also way up in there. So you have to get it at an angle coming from this direction. There's one.
I don't know if you guys can see it. Hopefully the camera can get it. And then, you know, this side over here.
And the same thing with the other side. The next step is also to unplug the factory harness because we have a SI, so it has a harness for the LED. So right there's the harness in the middle, and you just stick your nail in there.
I was gonna say stick your thumb in it.
You can stick whatever you need to stick in it to get it to work. After you end up doing that, there's gonna be a plug right here for where the harness feeds into the LED, and you just kind of push it out. So that way it makes it easy for when you end up removing. And then afterwards, you're just gonna lift up. But what you end up doing while you lift up is release the little clips inside. So there's gonna be clips inside that hold it together. And I'll show you what I mean in a second. We're gonna use our plastic tool too to go ahead and lift it up.
Did you say a little bit of
Yep, a little bit of So we got the trunk off. This thing's like heavy. I mean, yeah, it's a big difference. But here's the wings next to each other.
Oh, okay. So you're just gonna slam it like this on the floor?
Design a carbon fiber piece to cover all these holes.
Oh no.
Let's break them all. So we got everything out already. Looks like it at least. We'll go ahead and put this back in place so it doesn't rattle. We're gonna have to go ahead and rinse this off, all of this crap. And the next step after that, we're gonna go ahead and tape off the lights, tape off the trunk so it doesn't get damaged. And we'll go ahead and start prepping the wing. We got the hardware here. Came from Coolies. Shout out to Coolies for providing some of this for us. These are specialty items. So, like I said, these studs right here that come for the wing. This will allow so that way when you put the wing in, it'll sit into the trunk, guide itself in, and you won't have to try to find the hole once you end up trying to put the wing on, which is pretty difficult. So we have that. We have thread locker for that reason. This will get thread locked into the wing. All you have to do now is just use your hardware, your nylon screws or nuts to screw it in. So we'll go ahead and do that. We also have the caps right over here. It's going to cover the hardware inside. So there's 2 screws that hold the side wings on. There's our caps, and we have some nice hardware to cover the caps. So let me go ahead and prep the wing, and then we'll go ahead and take care of that. One thing I didn't point out is that Meguiar's makes a product called Scratch X 2.0. Scratch X 2.0 is going to get out a lot of these imperfections, and also the glue that was previously on there earlier, you can actually take this off with it. So you just put a little bit on a pad. Next is to go ahead and mask off where we know we're going to go ahead and put the wing at. So we have 3M, and I recommend not using the same color tape as your car. Reason being, when you end up using the marker, you want to be able to see where it's going. We'll go ahead and start masking off. We're going to go ahead and take our Sharpie right here, go ahead and mark where the end of the light is, just so I know, obviously, not to bring the wing out this far over. So that's basically my threshold. It doesn't have to be perfect, you just have to be able to know where not to drill into, obviously. We're going to take our wing. We'll go ahead and place it on the chunk, and we'll go ahead and stencil out where we're going to go ahead and put on the wing. And then we'll go ahead and mark it right when we get it where we want. We'll take our template. Anything basically see-through. Your left side, so we're going to take it from this way and flip it upside around. So it's going to be like this. If you look at it, so make sure you have it right. First, before we start drilling, we're going to make sure that where these holes are going to end up being. So these 2 holes right here, we want to see exactly where it's going to come out to. And this is exactly why you want to use studs, because once we end up drilling there, it'll hold itself in. On the top one, we won't have to make that big of a hole. On the bottom one, we're going to kind of make an ugly hole. But we'll try to keep it as nice as possible. Let's mock it up.
I know, right?
Bugging it. He's bugging us. So we're ready to drill that.
There goes nothing.
That looks like the bottom one.
Yeah, that's the bottom.
The top one looks like it hit right below.
Yeah, that's the bottom.
Maybe that might be the top one right here?
No, no. That's way...
That's way below?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is. Where's the other one? Oh, there it is right there.
Yes. You don't have to... All you gotta do, you gotta go lower.
The other hole here. We're right on. So what I'm gonna do right there, in order to get that one bigger and I can see it and make it actually look cleaner, is we're gonna go ahead and use a step drill bit. But make it look cleaner too. So now we have a perfect hole. We'll go ahead and cut the lock.
And yep, squirts everywhere.
It's like blood. It's bloody here.
It doesn't sound right.
Use the red Loctite for the bottom, and if you don't have nylon nuts, you're gonna go ahead and if you don't have nylon nuts, then you gotta use thread lock washer, and the thread lock washer on the other side will be blue instead of red. The red stuff basically never comes off. The blue stuff, you can actually get it off easily. Oh! Damn.
That was your fourth nut?
I don't really know if that was my fourth nut, but that's at least my second. That's the second nut at least. Alright, so take the tape off. See how the holes look.
They look pretty good, actually. They look pretty close.
As you can see now, the holes kind of look similar to factory, aside from a couple of little scratch marks, but you're not going to see them. But at least the holes look a little bit more cleaner. Now let's see how it fits.
Uh-oh.
What does that look? What does that look like? Like a big wing now? What do you think?
It's sick. Well, that's like manufactured.
Yeah?
Yep.
Looks good. Yeah. I was gonna actually put on the lock washers, but there's not really a need for it if you already have the nylon nuts. Nylon nuts. It's gonna be like forever joke, isn't it?
Yep.
We'll throw on the top ones, and then we're gonna have to drill the bottom holes to get it to stay. Now if we look, I can see it perfectly in there. So the hole's big enough to fit the washer and the nylon nuts.
That's some heavy duty shit here. Damn.
Oh! That's exactly
Is that what I think?
That's exactly what we heard. Alright, so this is how you have to do this. Some type of Allen or something in there on this nut, and then you just kind of circle it in place, or if you can, stick your hand in the back of it. Just enough to get it on there. And afterwards you should be able to put it on. Oh, that was close.
Oh, that boy almost drilled his finger.
I ain't worried about my finger, that can be replaced.
No, it can't be replaced.
I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna drill it right there, and it's gonna be right there.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure I'm
just
gonna
go with your
right
instinct.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
You know what I mean?
Let's just do it.
Yes. There's so many holes in this trunk, it doesn't matter anymore.
We're weight saving. That thing is literally right there.
I think we should just trade in the trunk right now.
Yep, there it is. I can see it now. And I made a little bit of a... Look at it. Got carried away. There it is, you can see it.
Yep. Damn, Randy's like not giving a shit.
Savage.
Sending it all the way.
Savage. And we haven't even began to start with this side. Look at this one. It's literally lined up with this little notch right here, which is the alignment. How about I get an actual professional tool for that?
Yes, yes. That sounds great, actually.
Oh!
Did you break
that bitch too. There it is.
When he sees it, he just goes ham.
Another Sharpie. It's fixed.
That shit is wild, bro.
I think it looks pretty good.
It looks dope. I like it.
Car needs to get washed, but guess what? I can't wash it now.
Yeah. Oh well.
Remember
Hey.
when we were talking about how there was only going to be 4 holes?
Yeah. Well, that's because you said you took it off. So that's on you, sir.
I only counted a few because I figured the link was going to come all the way out to here.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know.
Yeah, that's why I asked you. I was like, how many holes? You said 4. So I was like, it should be fine.
Eddie came up with this idea that we'll go ahead and make a fiberglass carbon fiber piece right here. So what I'll do is I'll mold this little piece right here out of fiberglass. I'm going to do it out of fiberglass, and then when I end up finishing it, I'll sand it down so it's flat and ready for paint, but then wrap it in a carbon fiber overlay. So it's going to be a carbon fiber skin that's made out of fiberglass. The reason I'm not going to do it out of carbon fiber is because it's too expensive.
It is kind of thick, but as you see.
So it'll cover from all the way to here where there's a hole, all the way over, and then what it's gonna have is little vortex generators all the way in the middle.
Which is gonna be sick.
So it'll have like little vortex generator here, 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 every few inches.
This thing looks sick. Oh, I love that look.